Good morning. I'm Pastor Cherie, and I hope your day is going great and it's off to a good start. This morning, I want to highlight a passage. It's from Numbers chapter 14, and it's verse 7 and 8. And it's a story, to give you a little background. It's when Joshua and 3 other spies are sent to look at the promised land and determine if they can defeat the inhabitants and then inhabit the promised land. So after they've gone and they've spied on the land, it says they came back and they said to all the congregation of the Israelites, the land that we went through as spies is an exceedingly good land. If the Lord is pleased with us, he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land that flows with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not fear the people of the land, for they are no more than bread for us. Their protection is removed from them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them. Do not fear them. You know, it's unlikely that we are going to go have to spy and conquer a land individually, at least. But what it brings, the point is, out of all the spies that went to look at this land, only 4 did not see giants. Only 4 did not see an impossible situation. Only 4 came back with a report that God could give them victory. And that's the key. The question is, and I asked this to our youth, and I asked this in our sermon on David and Goliath, how big is your God? How big is your God? You know, there's a Christian writer, A.W. Tozer, and he says, what comes into our minds when we think about God is the most important thing about us. You know, sometimes we look at the circumstance, whether it be financial, whether it be personal relationships, and we look at the situation and the circumstance, and we see giants. But what if we looked at the situation and the circumstance and envisioned how big our God is? When you think of God, do you see a little God, or do you see an all-encompassing, awesome God? So that's the message for this morning. No matter what we may face as we start our days, or even in days that lie ahead, remember, the bigger and more awesome we envision a God, the smaller and more conquerable our situations become. I'm Pastor Cherie. Be blessed, and may your giants fall, because God is bigger than your circumstance. And I'm out the door.